Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LPL 2025 Split 1.
Into Lilia sleep. You will die from that, and if
This is the
JDG
furthest AL has ever gotten as an organization. Kyle's going to get a wall stun over. Haha, they see him. Remember, JDG, they need the early game. JDG, oh, there we go.
into the deadly flourish. Oh, he's dead. It's beautifully managed.
Scouts gets himself a visitation in mid lane from 3 members.
3 items, just begins to really warp away from the Ari, who doesn't have very good time in those 1v1s anymore. Arlek gets a nice little chunk in some of those minions early. Gets hit by the deadly flourish, though, which means he's going to eat a hell of a lot of damage before that counter-strike comes back up.
Really good level 1 from AL. No one is easy to pick off, and the Lilia beats you in 1v1s too. There's a teleport coming through now.
Man, they're gonna play this.
AL want to fight this. This could be an option for JDG.
Kyle eats a fair amount of damage there. It's going to be a pretty deep moment. It's Flandre on the flank. They're going to go try looking for Pace, who does hop out really well from Pace. Kyle now low but not down. Missing, in danger himself. Charm onto Flandre, and the teleport themselves. That'll be a dead tree, surely. Scout gets the reset. Gets another for Pace. And now Arla's coming on in with a counter-strike on top of the Lilia. It's looking like venison for breakfast. Charm from Scoutland. Hope just about surviving, but a flash for the cripple. Doesn't quite work, but a lead strike will do the damage. Flash away for the second turret shot. Missing just about survives, and JDG come out with 3.
15 HP must have been that. They sometimes get the first step of the plan right, but then buy into a fight, which is just not what they need for their team.
All over again. That's much better. Shanks as well turned up a little late. Only really attacked Shun in the pit before he just hopped over a wall and got out. They do at least come back and claim a couple of the grubs. Game-breaking advantage per se, but 2,000 gold is what you needed in the early game. Now much more lively for JDG.
Now, folks, this is where I have my court-mandated where the hell is Dark Seal on Ari.
Mate.
Scout would have had 4 Dark Seal stacks for that fight. Oh, that would have... This is why you buy Dark Seal on Ari every time first back if you can. If you have a fight like that with the Dark Seal, in a game like this, where you need to have the early game snowball, it makes your win condition much easier.
Ari player who could do it, it's Pays on Ezreal. And,
now that I'll agree with. Scout goes forward, the ult comes through from Shanks.
Let's try to go looking for something.
Oh,
lands, nice reads, and they back away.
Scout uses that teleport on towards the Dark Harvest build that we saw yesterday from Leave, which was absolutely insane. Scout potentially looking for another charm.
Few lands onto Kyle, gets the kick onto Tarzan as well, flashes over the walls and looks for Lilting Lullaby, does get so, but does a lot of damage onto the Lilia before they catch him. Shanks gets over the wall, can try and get onto Shun as a result, but another good charm. They finally get one back onto the Elise, ends up being a 1-for-1, but unfortunately it's the Poppy who picks it up. Teleport now coming from the Maokai to come and defend this.
Pressure of the occasion, but delivery.
Back to grubs we go. Scout not going to be able to join us. Flandre also got the TP, so just goes Wing forwards onto the Ari. I think this tier 1 likely going to fall down here in short order, not this wave perhaps.
Just scamming forwards, using the last of that Q. Arla is out of sorts. He doesn't have ult for now. Swellseed with that slow does help a lot though.
There's the smite afterwards. Arla will throw down the Grandmaster smite. Just keep getting hit by the blooming blows though. Just be a good counter strike, and it is. Gets 2.
Oh, really good. Gets it on the both ends of the hitbox. Q3 and his ult with your ult. Stop playing around that Williams burn.
Jax now as well picks up the first turret. He's doing well in the individual matchup. Could end up being a bit of a nasty side lane threat this game too.
So I saw a post, Ezreal not worth it for that summoner trade. Herald being started and finished by JDG. Herald not allowed onto that side of the map. That's important. That allowed them to pick another big power play again. They really want to make the most of this kind of opportunity when they start maxing out their regular abilities, tier 2 of the ultimates, before the 2-item spikes start to really come through from AL. I know they have a strong one in the Ezreal, but really, the longer this game goes, the more confident I feel in AL's chances. Arla in the side lane, getting himself towards... Oh, he's going towards... Is he going towards Flip? Wait, he's got the Fimble Winter potentially coming up next after this. As Shun's in bot side, Flandre is over push. Tarzan's coming down, teleport coming in.
Trying to buy some time with the ultimate. Shun gets a kick, goes back on the queue, flashes out, but here comes Tarzan! Flash on in for the Lilting Lullaby, and the fate sealed on 2! JDG just about alive for a second, the counter-strike! Means that 1 comes back, now they get the curtains being called, they picked up 2 somehow, Arla gets out! That felt superb from AL, and they just can't secure it.
Shanks overstays under the turret. Some damage down, I won't be able to get any more than this. Dying as the Yone there is so poor for the state of this game.
Missing, gets burned down though. That'll be a nice pickup, and it is the Jhin that secures that one.
Some gold back. Scout that they have right now, using this lead they've garnered.
Sole point for them as well if they can secure it. Flandre
No,
will
there's
go
no
in,
Jax, there's
and
no
that's,
Jax.
no Jax, absolutely no teleport either. It's a 4v5. Missing's gonna die for this.
Missing a couple of bad deaths in a row. Ala's not there with teleport in top lane as well. So he couldn't join the play, and AL just quick and easy punish for them with the Mac Kyle.
Flash for the charge into the wall. Still a lot of damage back. They get the Ari, and suddenly all that lead feels a little bit for naught, because again, you're still playing the numbers advantage. They want to play for soul points still, but Pays and Shun trying to dance around with the range they have. Can't really get that much value. Deadly Flourish wide, and that will be Dragon for anyone's Legends.
Ala's going to get in a turret and use his own individual advantage, but this is the kind of worry you have for JDG, where eventually AL, the combo is much easier to play around than JDG in the team fights. Yeah, there's map pressure coming in from JDG, and they use the Herald to take both top lane turret and get the chunk onto mid lane. But that is a bit of a worrying side. Just before this thing, oh, you know, with the lead, they don't have to be as worried before. Now they're going to go into the Atacon, get themselves that GA. I don't think there's going to be I don't think there's going to be a contest around this. You see some people moving up. I'm not sure if AL will be there in time.
We'll see. They're going to pull away from it. Don't feel safe enough to try. Even if there was no time.
That one's still very, very dangerous, so especially with the lack of resist he currently has. Missing once again, caught out. Missing, buddy.
Close-ish. I just don't think it's going to matter. They're going to Lilting Lullaby it. No, they aren't, but the curtains will get called, and that puts Missing into danger. Fate Seal means they die.
Shanks easily combos up, and this is the problem that JDG... For a big objective around the Baron as it spawns. Look for a big fight in side lanes, but again, you feel like there's a bit of a timer here.
At least you've now got that second item on this Ezreal. Scout is not enjoying that.
Holy moly! They go towards the Atacon. I don't think they're bold enough to go towards the Baron. I was wondering if that was not just because Lilia is very good at taking these objectives. JDG, that timer just got shorter again.
Go, teleports come back in, 4v5, they're going to try and play this out. Shun on a decent flank, looking for a Q, lands it onto the Atacon, will now be being body blocked. Kyle does a wonderful steadfast presence to ensure Lee Sin will be seeing nothing at all. Gets into the pit with a decent Q, will still not quite secure it. Atacon secured, Lee Sin down, they've got a Lilia sleep onto Missing. And he is going to be going missing in action. Alec with a big multi-man counter-strike. Gets one withdrawal. Pays trying to free fire. Gets out of range of multiple things. It's a good hop. They're out of some of the ults, but they just can't quite keep safe. Too many members dead, and Pays doesn't have enough in the tank.
Scout can go for one on the head. Doesn't get a reset on his ult because the Atacon prevents it.
Trying to get something. It'll be another decent counter-strike. Good Orb of Deception. And actually, the extended play for the solo lane is going to be good here for JDG.
They've lost 3. Remember, there's only the false lives lost from AL. They have the chase.
No flash, no cleanse. There is now a McHale's at least on Missing, which will give you something to work with. Ala can be pretty scary, and at least you picked up something at the back end of this. Tarzan in the pit. We'll try and secure this. Nice. Steadfast presence again. Shun will die. This was always going to be the issue later on for JDG. So many champions with dashes that Kyle just says no to.
How then play after play, misstep after misstep, AL have come back into it. Root goes on to Missing, and Missing has just been caught again.
They can stay in front of Scout Pays. It's just not enough. He's dead again. 0-5-4. This Braum is unfortunately just easy pickings at this point in the game.
Yeah, I get that it is a thankless duty playing frontline as the sole tank here as the Braum, and you mentioned that earlier, and I'd echo that again. It sucks. However, there is also missteps in that too. Kyle is going to punt away the Jax. Scout now here. Flandre has the GA, uses his passive.
I saw that miss on the Deadly Flourish, by the way.
And Ari can't contest.
Flandre will have his Atacon withdrawal pop, but it won't remove the Baron buff, worth noting. True Shot Barrage tags Kyle. How far do they want to go? Pays at level 14. Again, it's a game for him to be a superstar. This will be one of them. Fair amount of those engage tools. The range gets a lot shorter now you burn the ultimates.
Scout does land the charm, but half HP on so many important members. Yeah, Kyle's low, but you don't exactly care as much about that as anyone's Legend. AL strategically really running over this game, blowing more defensive tools here too.
As we said, you've burned Lilting Lullaby, Curtain Call. You've lost all your engage tools. You can maybe turn it around, and Hope says no.
That Maokai is a hell of a tank. Kyle managed to stick around the play. Somehow, anyone's Legend have managed to...
It's just going to require a little bit of outplay. They're going to give up this dragon, though. They don't have the control. The wards littering their jungle are all blue right now, and they say, look, okay, so your win conditions now really have to be the other members that maybe do have some ways of playing. Let's say Arla, who's at 3.5 items in health, going to get Lilting Lullabied. Counter strike here. Potentially stun up. Tarzan hops over the wall. Look to blast Cone out of here. There's the curtain call, though. He's in danger. Wonderful use of the steadfast presence, and about them to say, well, how about Allah can do something on the side lane? He dies.
And while all this is happening, JDG
couple of
seconds, JDG don't have their top lane for 40. And with a Lilia this fed, you're going to shred through this objective. It's on a smite steal. And again, how do you do that against the Poppy W at all?
So tricky. There's a Maokai ult up as well. There's still the fate sealed. You can definitely play this. He lost a couple big ults. I don't think it's going to be enough pays. Can he hit someone? That might be a call. Actually, big resist from the Flandre makes him suffer a little bit there. Shun's got flash. Maybe look to get over. Shanks misses the Q, but it's still just enough zone control to force him away. They can't get him.
Again, how do you actually outplay that scenario? Shun has to ult defensively as Ale has that got comics from Alter Comics or Shen Comics. That's a very good one. There's Shun caught out again.
Oh, no.
Blind Monk once again put into rest, the eyes closed for forevermore. Well, whatever, for 50 seconds. AL smoothly going into this game now. Mark onto mid lane.
Hayes gets cleansed out. The hops away from the deadly first. That's leaving Missing out to try and again. Missing saves the Ezreal, but he dies.
Hope not necessarily the main character of this game. It's still picking up some big old numbers. Can they get the Jin W? Yes. No, they can't. The anti-synergy.
And actually the charm goes wide on. Pace is trying. He really is. Can't believe they missed the charm and everyone else keeps running. Shags whips it on the
Ultra. Who needs it when you're a late game, Yone? Kyle.
Swell Seed, just about wide flash for the full shot. No, the full shot, it's just a regular shot. They're into the base. They'll be able to end the game here. What a weird old game at the end of it all.
Oh, JDG, they tried some smoke and mirrors and all they did was blow smoke up their own behinds, it felt like at some point in this game. The time ran out. Anyone's Legend will lead the series 2-1.
Head back towards these Nexus turrets. Anyone's Legend, after a slightly scary early game, very commanding. We had issues with how a lot of these champions were going to play as the game went on. It turns out we were absolutely right. Poppy W says no, and Anyone's Legend heads to series point.
What a great combination from Anyone's Legend. Yeah, there was that slip up around the grubs, and it is right to criticize them for that one in fairness, but